Welcome to Walks in Time, where you take a walk in someone else's shoes, seeing, hearing, and imagining life at a different point in history. In today's episode, you'll put yourself in the shoes of Tiye, an ancient Egyptian doctor living in around 1320 BC in the city of Thebes. Tiye is well respected in the community, a little lower on the social scale than the priests, but higher than scribes, merchants, artists, and craftspeople. Tiye's education and training set her apart, granting a status that commands respect and admiration from the community. And as a female doctor, Tiye is particularly sought after to provide medical help to other women. Put yourself in Tiye's shoes. The early morning rays filter through the narrow openings of the mud brick walls, casting long shadows across the room where you rise to begin your day. It's the beginning of the harvest season, and like all of life in Egypt, the seasons revolve around the Nile, which has finally subsided, leaving rich, fertile silt for the farmers amongst you to grow their crops in. The town around you already hums with life and activity. You pull the straps of your long linen dress over your head and clasp your decorative clay beads around your wrists. Your feet will remain bare, as they do most days. You step outside and the fresh scent of the Nile greets your senses, mingling with the aromas of bread baking in nearby clay ovens. The river's gentle murmur is a constant companion, a reminder of the life-giving waters that nourish your lands and sustain your people. Villagers are already bustling about, their laughter and chatter blending with the calls of the marketplace vendors. The sound of flutes and drums fills the air, a constant backdrop to daily life, infusing the morning with a sense of rhythm and purpose. The landscape around you is dotted with date palms, sycamore figs, and acacia trees, their leaves rustling softly in the breeze. Your heart swells with gratitude for the beauty and vitality of your surroundings. As a Sunu, a doctor, your role is both revered and demanding, a delicate balance of science, alchemy, magic, and spirituality. Your first patient awaits you in the courtyard of your home, a modest yet well-equipped space filled with the tools of your trade. The walls are adorned with papyrus scrolls, detailing medical knowledge passed down through generations, a testament to your civilization's deep understanding of the human body. Shelves are lined with jars containing herbs, minerals, and other remedies, their earthy scents mingling to create a fragrant tapestry of potential cures. The soft rustling of leaves and the occasional chirping of birds, such as ibises and hippos, add a serene ambience to your workspace. You feel a deep sense of duty and compassion as you approach your patient, a young labourer who has injured his leg while working on the construction of a new temple. The wound is deep, and you can see the pain etched on his face. You cleanse the injury with a mixture of honey and oil, known for their healing properties, and carefully bandage it with linen strips. As you work, you offer prayers to Sekhmet, the goddess of healing, seeking her divine intervention to ensure the wound heals without infection. Your belief in the divine connection to healing is strong, as you understand that true recovery comes from both physical treatment and spiritual alignment. Before heading to the temple, you take a moment to eat a simple breakfast of barley bread, dates, and fresh cheese, accompanied by a refreshing drink of water sweetened with honey. You feel a sense of fulfillment in knowing that you're making a difference in someone's life. You're just about to leave, but you're stopped by a woman who suspects her children have intestinal worms. You have on hand the remedy for this, the cause of dates, cooked together with the desert plant colocynth in sweet beer. You strain out a portion of this for the mother to administer to her children for the next 4 days. The sun's heat grows intense, and you're glad you are now in the cool interior of the temple where you serve as a priest physician. The air inside is thick with the scent of incense, a fragrant offering to the gods. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes of healing and ritual, a constant reminder of the sacred nature of your work. You're called to assist in a ritual cleansing, a ceremony to rid a patient of evil spirits believed to cause illness. The low hum of chanting and the rhythmic clapping of hands create an atmosphere of deep spiritual engagement. Chanting sacred hymns, you sprinkle water from the Nile over your patient, your movements precise and deliberate. The rhythm of the chants reverberates through the temple halls, a soothing balm to the worried hearts seeking relief. The patient, a woman in her 30s, sits quietly, her eyes closed in trust and hope. As the ritual concludes, you offer her a mixture of myrrh and honey to drink, to calm and bring healing to her body. Your medical practice is deeply entwined with spiritual beliefs, and you rely on the power of incantations and divine supplications to complement your remedies. You take a few moments to yourself while you eat a meal of lentil stew, freshly baked bread, figs, and a cup of date wine. In the afternoon, you visit the home of a woman who has a serious infection after giving birth. The new mother rests on a bed adorned with fine linens, her infant swaddled beside her, with family close by to help when needed. As you give the mother a poultice made from fenugreek, your heart aches to think she may not live to see her child grow. Although you see death as a transition to another phase of existence, the sting of leaving behind a family pricks your eyes with hot tears. Your belief is that if she's considered worthy, her soul will enter an eternal paradise known as the Field of Reeds, where everything she has lost will be restored. If she dies, her mummification will need to be quickly arranged so her body can remain intact to enable her soul to live on in the afterlife. Outside, the sound of cattle lowing and donkeys braying drifts through the open windows, reminding you of the continuance and cycles of life and its seasons. When you arrive home, a young lady is waiting for you. You take a guess what she's after and find a small bag of barley and a small bag of wheat. One of your papyri speaks of a test that can be done to determine the gender of an unborn child. Take a bag of barley and a bag of wheat and moisten them each day with urine. If the barley sprouts first, she'll have a boy. If it's the wheat, she's having a girl. And if neither sprout, well, she won't have a baby. You hand the young lady the grains along with the instructions. As the sun's heat starts to wane, you go to collect resources for your next batches of remedies. Some you can find, crocodile dung, fresh herbs, but others you purchase at the markets, pig's eyes for instance. Then you spend the evening studying scrolls and preparing remedies. You have a deep desire to continue learning so you can alleviate suffering. You grind herbs with a mortar and pestle, the rhythmic sound, a comforting routine in the waning light. As the sun sets, your family join you for dinner, seated on the floor around a low table. Together you scoop out stewed vegetables, barley porridge, eggs and bread from the communal bowls using clay cups. You discuss the day's challenges and successes, sharing wisdom and knowledge. The distant sound of a lyre being played in a neighbour's home provides a gentle background melody. You feel a deep sense of purpose and place here with your family. But just as you finish your meal, a commotion erupts outside. Villagers scream in panic as a wild crocodile has strayed too close to the settlement, likely from the Nile. Your heart races as you grab your staff and hurry to the scene. The bitter smell of fear and the cries of alarm filling the air. The crocodile, large and menacing, thrashes in the shallow water near the riverbank, injuring a young boy who was nearby. His screams pierce the evening air, and you know you must act swiftly. You feel a surge of adrenaline and determination as you face the danger. With the help of several brave villagers, you manage to drive the beast away, though the boy's leg is badly wounded. You rush to his side and take charge. You call for your family to bring you your medical supplies and are soon cleansing his wound with wine, applying a poultice of ground lotus root to stem the bleeding and wrapping it tightly in clean linen. The boy's cries subside to whimpers as you work, and you offer a prayer to Sobek, the crocodile god, asking for protection and healing. Your heart aches for the boy's pain, but you're glad to have helped. The night has cooled and quietened, and you return home under the star-lit sky. As you climb into your bed, you are weary but fulfilled. You drift off to sleep, grateful for the opportunity to serve your people, to heal and bring comfort in a world where life and death are intertwined with the divine. As a doctor, you walk a sacred path, one where knowledge and faith converge, and every day is a testament to the enduring spirit of your civilization. Your role is not only to heal, but also to serve as a bridge between the mortal and divine realms, embodying wisdom and the traditions of your ancestors. I hope you've enjoyed being in Tiye's shoes and exploring her world. Please join me for our next episode of Walks in Time, where we'll explore life in someone else's shoes. Bye for now.